Welcome to Horror Year, where every story is a journey into the unknown. If you're brave enough to face your darkest fears and uncover the most chilling tales, you've come to the right place. So, dim the lights, turn up the volume, and subscribe to Horror Year. Your journey into terror begins now. This is my story of communicating with the hereafter. I'm an Australian woman, 45, living in Victoria. Sometime in winter 2005, I was driving through Cranbourne on my way to Devon Meadows, possibly between 4 and 5 a.m. It was an extremely cloudy morning. It was dark outside and I could hardly see the South Gippsland Highway. Then I noticed a biker quite a distance ahead of me. Even though I applied the brakes hard, it didn't seem like my automobile would stop in time. It seemed to me that the biker was moving backwards as I got closer. Then it was obvious that he was open to scrutiny. By the time my car stopped, he was perched on my bonnet. He appeared to be composed of a golden-colored light. He reached out and touched me through my still intact windshield. It felt like he wanted me to accept it, so I did. It was unlike anything else I've touched. It felt squishy and weird. In an instant, he was gone. Other ghosts appeared to be drawn in by this. For the remainder of the morning, I was plagued. I was terrified to see a disembodied torso appear in a window, and I also saw a ghost guy on a porch with a ghost dog. The older ghost man was dressed in a white singlet that resembled an undershirt. The ghost dog, in my opinion, was primarily white with some black patches. I know of at least one other individual who has seen them. In an attempt to learn as much as possible, I recently contacted people who live in Cranbourne via Facebook and looked through TAC records. I eventually linked the cyclist encounter to an accident that happened on July 2, 1990, at around 5 in the morning. Due to turn 26 in August, the victim was 25 years old. His name was Jason. He was killed when a red Ford, though some locals appear to assume it was a truck, hit him from behind while he was riding his bike to work at the Coles warehouse in Hampton Park quite early in the morning. He had lost his license. Despite having a troubled past and being a bit of a lost soul, he did have some close pals. Despite this, he was by himself a lot of the time. When I first met him, he seemed to desire my comfort and possibly my assistance. He had an air of loneliness and melancholy. I was gratefully given details of Jason's life and death by one of his friends, who also revealed his name to me. I've also gotten help from other residents of Cranbourne to piece everything together. According to TAC data, this is the only cyclist fatality that has ever occurred in Casey at that time of day. However, the records were inaccurate about Jason's age. I have seen a picture of his grave, which I have since visited, so I know that. His acquaintance also informed me that TAC only records victims' ages using preliminary estimates from accident locations. Others have reported seeing my ghost cyclist as a rider who disappeared into a fog. In addition to the fact that I was present on a misty winter's morning that resembled the one he passed away, I think the reason he probably reached out to me was that we shared some similarities. Also, I was almost the same age as him when he passed away. I had met him at 26. Our ages were roughly 15 years apart, and when I met him, it might have even been the 15th anniversary of his passing. And that brings us to the end of today's delightful story. I really hope it had you on the edge of your seat. If you liked this story, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit that like button. It means a lot to me. And if you're new around here, feel free to subscribe. There's always an exciting surprise waiting just around the corner and you won't want to miss it. Do you have a spooky story to share or a fun idea for our next tale? Feel free to share in the comments below. I'm really curious to know what gives you the creeps the most. And as always, take care, keep exploring. And remember, sometimes the most chilling tales are the ones left untold. Catch you in the next one, if you're up for it.